Hello and welcome back to the Peques podcast, episode 3. I'm Stephanie, operations director at Peques, and also mum to a very busy little 2-year-old who just transitioned into our rainbow group, which is our 2 to 3-year-old group.
And I'm Georgia, the nursery manager at Peques Fulham Broadway. It's lovely to be here for my first episode.
Today we're talking about toilet training, which I'll be honest feels very relevant in my house right now. My son just turned 2 and I'm starting to wonder, how does this actually happen? When do we start? How do we know he's ready? So Georgia, let me ask you, if my son has just turned 2, how would toilet training happen at Peques?
So the first thing I'd say is we don't look at the calendar, we look at the child. At Peques, toilet training is always child-led. Many children are ready, sometimes after 2, but readiness isn't about age alone. It's all about the signs. So what we look for is things like awareness of being wet and dry, staying dry for longer periods of time, and curiosity about the toilet, and wanting to do things independently. If your child starts showing these signs, this is where we can begin toilet training.
That's reassuring because as a parent, it can feel like a bit of pressure, especially when they turn 2, like there's some invisible deadline.
There really isn't. A relaxed start leads to much better long-term success, and confidence comes when the children are actually ready.
One thing we often say to parents is that toilet training should begin at home. Can you explain why that's so important?
Yes, and this is key. We ask families to begin at home, ideally over a weekend or on days when their child isn't at nursery, because home is very predictable, it's very familiar to them, and there's less time pressure. It allows the children to understand what's happening in a safe space. After a few days, we continue this same approach here at nursery. Consistency between home and nursery is what makes it work.
So it's not that nursery leads it, it's that we work together?
Exactly, it's a partnership.
So practically speaking, once we've started at home and he's getting used to it, what happens when he comes in?
At nursery, we move directly from nappies to toilet using child-sized toilet seats. If a child is more petite or a parent requests it, they can use a potty, of course. Pull-ups are only used during active toilet training, and once nappies are removed during the day, we don't go back to them. Switching back can often cause confusion for the children. Nighttime is different, of course. Children can continue wearing nappies at night until they naturally wake up to use the toilet.
It's easier for them when we're consistent then.
It really is. They settle more quickly when it feels the same at home and here.
I've definitely realised that this isn't just about nappies. There's a big emotional piece to it. Can you explain that a little?
Yes, definitely. Toilet training is tied to confidence and independence. Children are learning to trust their bodies, and that takes patience and reassurance. Children are never told off. We don't use the word accidents. Mishaps are handled calmly and discreetly, and we reassure them so they feel capable and comfortable. We praise sitting, we praise trying, and we praise effort, not just success. Confidence grows when the children feel safe, not pressured.
Okay, so speaking now as a mum, what are your top tips for me at home?
So I'd keep it simple. First, keep things predictable. If you use a potty, keep it in the same place. Second, choose easy clothes, nothing too complicated. Independence builds confidence. Third, praise the process. Sitting, trying, telling you. It all matters. Fourth, stay calm during mishaps. They're all a part of learning. And finally, once nappies are off during the day, try to stay consistent unless advised otherwise.
That calm part is definitely the reminder I need.
It is hard sometimes, but your reaction teaches them how to feel about it.
So once we've had a few days of practice at home, what should parents do next?
Speak to your child's teachers. Together, we agree on the right day for your child to attend nursery without a nappy. We'll support them consistently and keep communication open. We just ask families to provide plenty of labelled spare clothes, washable shoes or a spare pair, and a separate bag for wet or soiled clothes. Preparation makes everything smoother.
I think that's the biggest takeaway for me, is that toilet training isn't a race.
It really isn't. Confidence, consistency and emotional safety matter far more than speed. Toilet training is simply part of growing independence, and we're here to support families through it.
Thank you, Georgia, and thank you for listening. We hope this episode has been helpful. If you have a question about nursery life or anything you would like us to explore, let us know and we'll create an episode just for you. If you found this useful, please share it with other parents and leave us a comment. We're here to support you and your little ones every step of the way. See you in the next episode of the Peques podcast.